Alhamdulillah. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله أشهد أن محمد رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم. It is to say, I seek the refuge of Almighty God from the accursed enemy Satan, with the name of Almighty God, who is the merciful benefactor, the merciful redeemer. I openly bear witness that there is nothing worthy of worship except for Allah and Allah alone. And I openly bear witness that Muhammad is his servant, his messenger, and the seal of all the prophets. I preach, beloved believers, with the universal greeting of peace. Assalamu alaikum. Today, we are joined by the AM 360 family for this Jummah, this blessed Jummah, to the believers that are listening to us right now on AM 360. Assalamu alaikum and Jummah Mubarak. Alhamdulillah. We thank Allah for blessing us to see another day of servitude unto Him, and another day in service to His humanity. We thank Allah for blessing us to be here for another Jummah. The call to prayer has been given, and the believers are hastening in submission to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Inshallah, we ask that Allah bless those who are unable to be here today for the Jummah, for Allah knows best. We ask that He strengthen them and encourage them and bless them wherever they are, and that He find them in the state of submission unto Him. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. The revelation of this book is from Allah, the exalted in power, full of wisdom. Verily, it is we who have revealed the book to thee in truth. So serve Allah, offering Him sincere devotion. Is it not to Allah that sincere devotion is due? But those who take for protectors other than Allah say, we only serve them in order that they may bring us nearer to Allah. Truly Allah will judge between them and that wherein they differ. But Allah guides not such as are false and ungrateful. Had Allah wished to take to Himself a son, He would have chosen whom He pleased out of those whom He doeth create. The glory be to Him. He is above such things. He is Allah, the one, the overpowered. He created the heavens and the earth in true proportion. And He makes the night overlap the day, and the day overlap the night. He has subjected the sun to the moon, and each one follows a course for a time appointed. Is not He the exalted in power? He who forgives again and again. He created you all from a single person, being created of like nature His mate. And He set down for you 8 heads of cattle in pairs. And He creates you in the wombs of your mother in stages, one after another, in 3 veils of darkness. Such is Allah, your Lord and cherisher. To Him belongs all the dominion. There is no God but He. Then how are you turned away from your true Lord? If you reject Allah, truly Allah had no need for you. But He liketh not ingratitude from His servants. If ye are grateful, He is pleased with you. No bearer bears the burden of another. In the end, to your Lord is your return, when He will tell you the truth of all that He did in this life. For He knoweth well all that is in the hearts of men. When some trouble touches man, he cried unto his Lord, turning to Him in repentance. But when He bestoweth favor upon him as from Himself, man do forget what he cried and prayed for before. For he doeth set up rivals unto Allah, thus misleading others from Allah's path. Say, enjoy thy disbelief for a little while. Verily thou art one of the companions of the fire. Is one who worships devoutly during the hours of the night, prostrating himself and standing in adoration, who takes heed of the hereafter, who places his hope in the mercy of his Lord, like one who does not. Say, are those equal? Those who know and those who do not know. It is those who are endowed with understanding that receive admonition. Say, O ye my servants who believe, fear your Lord. Good is the reward of those who do good in this world. Spacious is Allah's earth. Those who patiently persevere will truly receive reward without measure. Say, verily, I am commanded to serve Allah with sincere devotion. I am commanded to be the first of those who submit to Allah and Islam. Say, I would, if I disobey my Lord, indeed have fear of a penalty of the chastisement of a mighty day. Say, it is Allah I serve my sincere and exclusive devotion. Say Allah Qur'an, should Almighty God speaks the truth. Cool. إني أمرت أن أعبد الله مخلصا له الدين وأمرت لأن أكون أول المسلمين. Cool. إني اتيت إن سيئت ربي عذاب يمين عظيم. Cool. إلى عبود المخلص له الدين. Say, verily, I am commanded to serve Allah with sincere devotion. I am commanded to be the first of those who submit to Allah in Islam. Say, I would, if I disobey my Lord, indeed have fear of a penalty of the chastisement of a mighty day. Say, as Allah I serve my sincere and exclusive devotion. We are commanded to serve Allah with mukhlis salahuddin. Mukhlis, from the root word khalis, meaning true or sincere. Salah, meaning righteous and fit. Deen, obedience and devotion. Sincere, righteous, fit, obedience and devotion. We must sincerely, in our hearts, in our minds, in our spirits, in our moral, in our rational, in our spiritual nature, understand that we must be proper. We must be proper in our actions. We must be proper in our deeds. Our language be properly fitted in the righteous conduct of one who is obedient and devout to Allah. We must conduct ourselves on every level of the human experience with mukhlis salahuddin, one who sincerely submits his or her conduct in righteous and fit obedience and devotion to Allah. We must be clear in that understanding to the point that everything we do, it is never for show. Everything we do in our existence is only for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in whatever we do, it is done to please Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And in that understanding, we must come to the conclusion that we cannot worry about where the next person is, or what the next person is doing, or how come this person and that person is not here. Because if we are serving Allah in righteous and fit conduct with sincere and obedient devotion unto him, that's not our focus. Now, if we're doing it for show, I'm here. How come they ain't here? Allah didn't tell us to do that. He said, say, I am the first of those who are commanded to serve Allah with what? Mukhlis Salahuddin, with sincere, righteous, fit, obedient devotion. And in that understanding, the worry of someone else is not our focus. Because we're too busy in the race to do what? Please Allah. We in the race to do what? Do Allah's will. And if we in that race, the team that we have with us that day or that hour is our team for that race. When Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam began his mission, he began it with whom? Just one person. And then his wife Khadijah was added to the race. Huh? And then after that, the Sahabas came, his daughters came first. Then Ali. There was no time to say, where is this person? Where is that person? Who is doing this? How come this person is not there? Because there was what? There was a mission, there was an action, there was a service to be done. And it was done in sincere, righteous, fit, obedient devotion to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And our Mukhlis Salahuddin, Allah tells us that, say, verily I am commanded to serve Allah with sincere devotion, and I am commanded to be the first of those who submit to Allah and al-Islam. In serving Allah with sincere, fit, and righteous devotion, and Mukhlis Salahuddin, that our actions and our reactions must be in a righteous, fit, and sincere devotion. This must be done every day within our human experience. In our human experience as a brother, as a sister, as a father, as a mother, as a husband, as a wife, as a son, as a daughter, as believers. See, sometimes we think, well, alhamdulillah, I made the Kalima Shahada. Alhamdulillah. I ain't eating no pork. Alhamdulillah. I'm making my prayers, and those that I miss, I make up. But if you are serving Allah in the your entire human experience, there are so many different levels of who we are. We are a brother, whether it be the physical brother or the spiritual brother. I'm a brother. I am a father, whether it be on the physical level, or sometimes Allah gives us children, place children in our lives that physically they're not there, but He has placed them there for us to be an example and to cultivate them on the right path. If it were not for the mothers that Allah gave me, He gave me my mother, my physical mother. But then He also said this boy is kind of difficult. And he's not listening to too many men. So I'm going to give him another mother. I'm going to give him a couple of aunties. And then when I became an adult, He blessed me with another mother. So even though I love my mother, I love my mother with all my heart. But Allah knew this difficult creation that was standing in front of the world. And he knew that he had a mission for it. In order for him to listen, he had to give him that which he would listen to. He wasn't listening to men. He didn't learn to listen to the man until he took the Kalima Shahada. And when he knew after that there was no God but Allah and that Muhammad was his servant and his messenger, that's when that awakened in his spirit. But before that, Allah said, I got to get him to this point. So in that, he may send me someone who may not listen to anybody else but me. Bless the baby heart. And I pray that I do well. As I pray that I do well with my children. But there are several other different levels. As a son, yes, I may be the physical son of my mother, but I am also considered to the mothers of my community their son. And as a son, Allah tells us to what? To seek wise counsel and understanding. Allah says remind, for reminding is good. So my mothers in my community may be those who have to remind me. And as a son, if it is wise counsel, and especially if it is counsel that is guided by Allah's word and the mothers of my community, I know when they come to me, that's what they come to me with. Or the fathers of my community. As a son, I had to learn to respect the office of father. And Mukhlis Salahuddin, in my obedient devotion to Allah, I had to learn to accept that position and those who gave me wise counsel in that position. So on the different levels of our human experience, we have to learn on each level that we are serving Allah on each level first and foremost. Because how can I be a good son if I'm not sincerely devoted to what Allah has said that a son must be? How can I be a good husband if I'm not sincere in my obedience and my devotion of what Allah says that a husband must be? A husband must be what? A provider and a protector. But a husband must also be what? The imam of his house. If you are the imam of your house, then everything that you do and say got to be righteous in your conduct, because it's not only going to reflect you, it's going to reflect who? Your house, your wife, your children, your nieces, your nephews. And in that, with my brother, I want for my brother what I want for myself. So if my brother is hurting, I have to find a way in my sincere devotion to come to him. Do I come to him in my spirit? Or do I come to him the way the example that has been given to us in the spirit and the sunnah of the Prophet? Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. So there are so many different levels that we must understand. We have to be sincerely devoted and righteous and fit conduct to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. We must understand that we cannot dump our trash onto humanity. What am I saying when I mean that? Before we took Shahadatain, there were so many things that made us what we are. There were so many experiences that we dealt with. And we brought what they call that baggage with us. But when we took the Kalima Shahada, what was told to us? Your slate is what? White clean. You are as a baby. So they gave us a start or a do-over in the shaping of what? Who we were and who we are. But sometimes we forget that. And sometimes when we say things, we don't say things that will be pleasing to Allah. We think we are. Or we'll put a little hadith in there. Or we'll put a little surah in there. But then we'll put an additive of what we think it is. And that is dumping trash on God's humanity. We cannot be like that. We can't be like that. But we also have to understand that that's our actions. But in our reaction, if trash is dumped on us, how are we supposed to respond? How are we supposed to respond? We've been given that example. When the man dumped the trash at the prophet's door, did the prophet stop doing what he was supposed to do? Did the prophet's mission ever stop? Did he ever stop being one who serves Allah with sincere, righteous, and fit devotion? He did not. He continued, and the man kept trying to dump trash. Now, sometimes in our world, people try to dump emotional trash on us. They try to mentally put garbage in our head. They try to spiritually put us in a landfill of bile and waste. But if we are serving Allah with sincere and true devotion in our righteous and fit conduct, we continue what? The mission. But that's the other side to that. When the man stopped dumping the trash, what did the Prophet Muhammad do? Oh, I'm so glad he gone. He went looking. He went looking. How is that important? Because if a person is doing something negative to you, then there's something that's going on with their spirit. They may be crying out for help. They may be in need of that understanding in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given you. Let's look back on who and what we were before we took Kalim Shahada. A lot of times when we were hurt and we needed help, how did we reach out? Did we say, I need help? Or were we negative? Did we say and do negative things? Because that was a way of what? Getting attention. Somebody's paying attention to me right now, but I want them to pay attention to me in a way to say, what's wrong with you? What do you need? How can I help you? We found out later that only gave us what? A negative stigma. They only pulled us more and more in to the negativity. Why? Because instead of listening to that conscious side that Allah kept saying, now do it this way, we listen to what? Shaitan. Now if you do it this way, they ain't got no other choice but to. No. That trash that was whispered in our ears, that we projected in our actions, and a lot of times in our what? Our reaction. So when they stopped dumping, you supposed to do what? Go looking. And when the prophet found that person, what did he do? He took care of him. We're supposed to be a community that take care of each other. We're supposed to take care of each other. If I dump some trash onto you, let me know. So I can take care of it, so we can do what? Take care of what? Each other. Because whatever I did negatively affected you, which will negatively affect whatever it is thereafter. Because the one thing about trash, if you dump it and you leave it in a certain spot, it does what? It stinks and it spreads. When Prophet Muhammad came out every day and picked up the trash, he was moving what? The negativity. He was moving that negativity, that negative spirit, those negative tones and actions. When they put bile on him, when he was at the Kaaba, and he was prostrated, he was making salat, did he stop moving? What did he do? Did he get up and say, why did you put this bile on me? No. He stayed in sajda. He stayed in sajda. His daughter came and removed him. But he stayed what? On that mission of righteous and sincere conduct. We got to remember that. When the trash is being dumped, we got to remember that. But we also have to remember not to be what? Those who dump the trash. If we are on the Mukhlis Salahuddin, and you see one of us fall away, what are we supposed to do? Are we supposed to speculate? Or are we supposed to see what is going on with our brother and our sister? If you have not seen me in a couple of weeks, I need you to check and see if I'm okay. Because I said there are several levels in our human experience. I'm a Hajj as the believer may be being tested as a son. My mother may be sick. Or my children as a father may be ill. Or whatever it is going on, I am being tested. I am on a journey. And if it goes away from my normal pattern of being in the community and being of service to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and say, I don't know where he at. Ain't anybody seen him. What we supposed to do? We're supposed to go look for him. When that man stopped his routine, the prophet did what? He went and looked for him. And how do we do this? Do we do this in a speculative tone? Assalamu alaikum, where you been? What you doing? How is that helping me if my heart is heavy and there are burdens on my back? Or we just say, Assalamu alaikum, how are you? I'm just checking in. If you need anything, I'm here. Let's remember back when each and every one of us was going through something. That simple Assalamu alaikum. How you doing, bro? How you doing, sis? You alright? I ain't doing nothing. I'm just checking on you. What was our response? Alhamdulillah. I know it's mine. Alhamdulillah. I appreciate what you did. Thank you so much. I needed that right now. That sparked me to do what? Remember that in my service as a son, I got to remember and stay focused on who? Allah. I may have missed a couple of prayers. I may have missed a bunch of Jummah. I may have missed some Talim. But that brought me back. This is what's going on with me. What can we do to help? Because every brother and sister got that core 2 to 5. It's a core 2 to 5 that if you make a phone call and say, hey, we got something going on, that core 2 to 5 gonna do what? Rally. They're gonna rally, get it done, and there's nothing else that's gonna be said about it. Because we're not doing it for what? We're not doing it for show. Because we want for our brother and sister what we want for ourselves. That is our movement, Salah for Deen. But let's talk about the other side, because we talked about the trash. Sometimes we as Muslims can be very hard on one another. We can say very cruel things to one another. We can act in a way that demeans and discourages someone. That's trash. So how can we be those who are sincere in our devotion and our righteous conduct with that type of attitude? I'm not going to say that. I'm going to let you answer that. But if we're striving in our Mukhlis Salah Deen, and we know what we are, whatever characteristic that it is that is not on that level, that puts us on that level, we want Allah to do what? Make us that, right? Make us that righteous conduct believe. Well, how do you do that? You make istiqamah. Istiqamah. What is istiqamah? Now there's people here, Brother Hodge, you know what it is. Remind or reminding is good. Istiqamah means to seek the goodness from Allah. Meaning when one intends to do something or an important task, they do istiqamah before the task. If I'm asking Allah to make me righteous and fit in my conduct, is that not what, that is the most important task, is it not? Especially if I know that I have some shortcomings. me. And two things that I can tell you about Mahaj, and I ask Allah to forgive me. I cuss and we'll fight. Those are not good attributes. But if I'm asking Allah to make me one who is better in service unto Him, then I got to do what? I got to make my istiqamah. See, too many times we sit up here on this roster and we talk about something and we don't bring the humanness to it. I am a human. I make mistakes. I say things. But if I want to be those who are mukhlis Allahu dini, I must give myself the answer as well as my community. So before this important task, we make the istiqamah. How is it made? You make 2 rak'ah. The same as you would make any other 2 rak'ah, any surah rak'ah. In the first one, you make the Fatiha, and then the surah that you recite is Surah Al-Kafirun, Surah 109 in the Quran. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم قل يا أيها الكافرون لا أعبد متعبد ولا أنتم عبدون ما أعبد ولا أنا عبد ما عبدتم ولا أنتم عبدون ما أعبد لكم دينكم ولي دين. Say, ye that reject faith, I worship not that which ye worship, nor do you worship that which I worship. I will worship not that which ye have been wont to worship, nor will you worship that which I worship. To you be your way, and to me be mine. That is in the first rak'ah. In the second rak'ah, we say a Fatiha and we recite Surah Al-Ikhlas. Hu Allahu Ahad, Allahu Samad, Lam Yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Say, He Allah is the one, Allah the eternal, the absolute. He beginneth not, nor is He begotten, and there is none like unto Him. And when we taslim, when we say as-salam, then we make the dua for the istiqamah. Oh Allah, I seek goodness from your knowledge, and with your power and might I seek strength. I ask from you your great blessings, because you have power to, and I do not have power. You know everything, and I do not. You have knowledge of the unseen. Oh Allah, if in your knowledge, and if the action that you're asking for is to be mukhlis Allahu dini, that's what you put in there. It's better for me, my religion, my faith, my life, and my death, for here and the hereafter. Make it destined for me and make it easy for me, then add blessings in it for me. Oh Allah, in your knowledge, in your knowledge of this action, if this action is bad for me, or bad for my religion, my faith, for my life, and my death, for here and the hereafter, then turn it away from me, and turn me away from it. For whatever is better for me, ordain for that for me, and make me satisfied with it. So my attitude is my short temper, and that is bad for me. I am asking Allah, oh Allah, in your knowledge and action, if this action is bad for me, if this action is bad for me, and bad for my religion and my faith, for my life, and in my death, for here and the hereafter, then turn it away from me and turn me away from it. That means I'm asking Allah to remove this action from me and to remove what causes the action. Because everything has a root. Everything has an understanding. Everything has a start. No one started out with a short temper. It was something that had to happen, that had to occur, that made it a what? A defense. This won't happen again. So in that, I have to learn to accept whatever that made me do with that, that's no longer there. Allah has blessed and removed that from me. Now Allah has guided me. Because if that was the case, Umar ibn Khattab would have still been the Umar that everybody knew. But he evolved. Did he not? He evolved. He went from Umar on one level of his human experience to what? The Khalifa Umar. Because he made that true intention and that true action. He became more patient. He became more understanding. He was not so quick to react without finding a what? A full, logical, and rational conclusion. Instead of walking with blinders, he looked at the full scope of things. This is what we must evolve ourselves into. To look at the full scope of things. Because if we are the leaders of humanity, whenever something happens in the human experience, we have to look at it on what? Just one level? We have to look at it on every level. For we are mothers, we are sons, we are daughters, we are believers. And on each level, we ask Allah to do what? Make us sincere in our devotion, and because we have to assist His humanity. And if we ain't acting right, and we ain't doing right, how is the humanity going to see it? Because they watch us. They watch us. I had a brother that came to me, and my daughter had a track meet. I walked up to him and I said, "What's up, bro?" He looked. I said, "Man, it's by Keith." He said, "Oh, bro. Oh, I thought you were going to jump on me one time." I said, "Oh, my God, what did I do?" I said, "Brother, I apologize. What did I do?" He said, "No, this what happened. We were sitting in class, and he was joking with someone else. And he called that person a part-time Muslim. And said that he only eats pork on the 4th of July and some other one." I laughed, "Man, that's good. That's funny." He said, "Well, Lil John told me, man, you don't play that, bro." He said, "Man, I thought you were going to get me, man." I said, "Brother, no. Why would I do that?" He said, "Bro, you know what? I got a better look at you now. I have a better view at you. You got a sense of humor." I said, "Yeah, bro." And I said, "That was funny." He said, "But every time I see you, you have a serious face. You look like you never smile." I said, "Well, bro, you saw teeth today." And we both laughed. But he had this image of me, which meant I wasn't serving Allah with sincere and true devotion on every level, not even as a co-worker. Which means I had to do what? You got to make an improvement on that level. Allah tells us when we do this, we service Him as what? That we're obedient to His what? His Islam, Al-Islam. Not our Islam, but Al-Islam. Al-Islam is what? The submission to the will of who? Almighty God. Be peaceful, because Islam comes from the word what? Salima. We can't submit and every day we yelling at somebody or we walking around with the angry face. Did Prophet Muhammad do that? No. Prophet Muhammad offered us to do what? Smile. There's blessings in it. Smile. Something that I didn't do to that brother. So every time I see him now, I got to smile. I have to. We must do it as Allah wills us to do it. Not as the street wills us to do it. Not as the prisons will us to do it, but as Allah wills us to do it. I talk about a brother all the time. Whenever I talk to these young brothers who are out here in the street, they're going to tell me how hard it is. I'm going to tell you something. I know a brother who got locked up when he was 17 years old. He didn't get out till he was about 35, 36. When he went into the prison, he could not read. When he left, he knew 2 languages. He knew 2 languages when he left out. When that brother left, when that brother came out, he had to learn to adjust, and he had a community that adjusted with him, that was there with him. I said, right now, I said, he's the coldest businessman I know. I said, he an instructor, he got his own truck and company. I said, if he can do it, you can do it. I don't want to hear no excuses, bro. You have to will it to be. You have to want it to be. But who did he put first? I said, he put God first. He put God before him, his attitude, his actions, so much to the point when people say that, hey, that ain't how you do this. He didn't fight. He didn't fight. He said, alhamdulillah. And he continued to improve and make himself better. I said, he came from the dirt just like you did. But Allah blessed him to rise. And I give this brother as an example on every young brother that I talk to. Why do I give this brother as an example? Because the only thing that it took was another left turn or another right turn, and he and I would have been in the same place at the same time. So he is my inspiration. He is my example. And whenever I see him, he continues to try to serve his Lord with sincere and true devotion. These are the examples. These are the actions. This is how we must respond. This is how we must be. This is our duty and our job as believers. Not to sit somewhere and claim that we heavy and we can quote this and quote that, but do what the Prophet Muhammad did, act and react on what the blessings in which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives you. We make a dua all the time. Allah, allow us to hold the banner of Al-Islam as it was upheld by who? Prophet Muhammad and his companions. How are we doing that? Are we speculating or are we responding? Are we dumping trash? Or are we making sure that the trash is clean around our door and we do not place it upon anyone else? And if someone else is trying to put trash on us, we are sticking to the mission which Allah gave us, and we're asking that person, what can I do to help you? That constant submission to God's peace is what gives us what? Mukhlis Salahuddin. Verily, I am commanded to serve Allah with sincere and true devotion. I am commanded to be the first of those who bow to Allah in Islam. Say, I would, if I disobey my Lord, fear the penalty of a mighty day. Say, is Allah I serve with what? My sincere, true, righteous, fit, and obedient devotion. Allah, bless us to continue to give our service unto you, to be Mukhlis Salahuddin, to be those who submit to your will, to your righteousness, to the conduct in which is pleasing unto you, first and foremost. Let us not be those of show, but those of action and service to you. Amen. Amen. Before we begin the second khutbah, and inshallah it won't be long, forgive me if I extended your time during this day. Announcements. Brothers Breakfast will be this Sunday after Fajr prayer. Also, please pay your zakat. Your obligatory zakat, please pay your obligatory zakat. And my own request du'as for all our sick and shedded and incapacitated brothers and sisters. We ask that you make dua for our beloved sister, our Mother Tahida Medyoun, during this time. Talim is at 115. Masjid Al Mu'minun nursery has been redecorated. We need your help to follow the guidelines posted outside the door. We are requesting your donations and support in this important effort. We are blessed to continue to have little ones to come to our community, and each parent has added their own touch. And our sister Amina and her husband Justin has created a chalkboard wall. What a magnificent idea that was done. Please support them in their effort, and all the other young parents who have children with your donation. The Allow Food Pantry and closed distribution will be tomorrow, September 30th, 2012. The food distribution will start at 12. We need you here by 10. We need you here by 10 to give service to Allow Humanity. We need you here by 10 so we can get everything set up. When I say you, I mean everybody that's sitting in this room, that's sitting on this floor. If you can't do it, call somebody and get somebody else to substitute for you. Because we're servicing Allow Humanity. We're servicing the 38109 zip code, and I think we've extended to the 38116. There are times in which we are servicing over 200 people. If you can do no more than take a bag upstairs and put it in a car, come get that blessing. We all need it. We all need to stack up the blessing side as much as possible, inshallah. The Hat Tea, Sisters Link will have their annual Hat Tea in Stone Mountain, Georgia this Saturday from 11 to 3. There are also free concerts for honor MLK 50th Civil Rights Museum. And there's a Women's Conference 2.0 and Wellness Fair, October 27th through 29th, 2017. The chair of that is Sister Shirley Jones, Abdul Shakur. Details will be posted on the flyers. Alhamdulillah. Those are our announcements for today. If there's any more announcements, please let us know at later times so we can add them on to our Talim services. O my people, lend me an attentive ear, for I know not whether after this year I shall ever be amongst you again. Therefore listen to what I am saying to you very carefully, and take these words to those who are not present here today. O my people, just as you regard this month, this day, this city as sacred, so regard the life and property of every Muslim as a sacred trust. Return the goods entrusted to you to their rightful owners. Hurt no one so that no one may hurt you. And remember that you will indeed meet your Lord, and that he will indeed reckon your deeds. Allah has forbidden you to take usury, interest. Therefore, all interest obligations shall henceforth be waived. Your capital, however, is yours to keep. You will neither inflict nor suffer any inequity. Allah has judged that there shall be no interest, and that all interest due to Abbas ibn Muttalib, the Prophet's uncle, is henceforth waived. Beware of Satan for the safety of your religion. He has lost all hope that he will ever be able to lead you astray in big things. So beware of him in the small things. Oh people, it is true that you have certain rights in regards to your women, but they also have rights over you. Remember that you have taken them as your wives only under Allah's trust and with his permission, and if they abide by your right, then to them belongs to the right to be fed, clothed, and clothed in kindness. Do treat your women well and be kind to them, for they are your partners and committed helpers. And it is your right that they do not make friends with anyone whom you do not approve, as well as never be unchaste. O people, listen to me in earnest. Worship Allah, say your 5 daily prayers, fast during the month of Ramadan, give your wealth in zakat, perform Hajj if you can afford to. All mankind is from Adam and Eve, or Hawa. An Arab has no superiority over a non-Arab, nor a non-Arab has superiority over an Arab. Also, a white has no superiority over a black, nor a black has any superiority over a white, except by piety and good actions. Learn that every Muslim is a brother to every Muslim, and that Muslims constitute one brotherhood. Nothing shall be legitimate to a Muslim which belongs to a fellow Muslim, unless it was given freely and willingly. Do not therefore do injustice to yourself. Remember, one day you will appear before Allah and have to answer to your deeds. So beware and do not stray from the path of righteousness after I am gone. O people, no prophet or apostle will come after me. No new faith will be born. Reason well, therefore, O my people, and understand words which I convey to you. I leave behind 2 things, the Quran and my example, the Sunnah. And if you follow these, you will never go astray. All those who listen to me shall pass on my words to all those who listen to me shall pass on my words to others, and those to others again. May the last one understand my words better than those who listen to me directly. By my witness, O Allah, that I convey your message to your people. The Prophet's last sermon. We are one brotherhood. Okay? Muhammad didn't say that. Muhammad didn't say that. Muhammad, who we say we follow, the Sunnah that we say that we abide by, said that. No Arab is better than a non-Arab. We're going to quit that. No non-Arab is better than an Arab. We're going to quit that. No white is better than a black. No black is better than a white. Those of you who are best are those who are what? Pious? So your money don't mean nothing. Your status don't mean nothing. Your doctorate degrees don't mean nothing. Because ain't nobody better than the greatest student in which Allah created, and that was Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam. So get your mind right on that one. We don't stop this division. I'm getting tired of going to massages and somebody thinking they better than me because of who I am. That ain't the Sunnah of Muhammad. Or because you're a doctor. Just like Allah gave you those hands to be a surgeon, he can cramp them up. We'll stop this. Because before anything, we are Muslim. We'll quit this division. Because as you see where we at and what we're doing, we all we got. And if we got it, we're going to do it right, the way the Prophet and his Sahabas did. We ain't put no spin on it. We ain't going to put no corn syrup in it. We're going to make it pure, the way God said it should be. You don't like that? Then you check with Muhammad, the Prophet. Because Allah says on the day of judgment, you're going to stand before who? Him. Every person in this room, I don't care what nationality, what background you come from, but if you are my brother, and I'm going to be humble to you. I suggest you do the same to me. Be humble and sit down. Because arrogance is a key to the hellfire. Thinking one is better is a key to the hellfire. Thinking that a woman is less is a key to the hellfire. Because the last time I checked, it was a real dark-skinned dude they called me a man. The last time I checked, the most knowledgeable person after the prophet was Aisha. It wasn't Sheikh so-and-so who went to school in Reba. It was Aisha. Respect the wounds that bore you. We're going to be a community that upholds the banner of Al-Islam as it was upheld by Prophet Muhammad and his companions, with equality and kindness and justice for each and every believer. And that kindness and justice in our action will extend to those who have not yet learned that there is only one God, but God, and that Muhammad is the seal of the prophet. Because Islam was not spread by injustice. Islam was not spread by a sword. It was spread by a kind word to those who did not know or understand or hadn't had what? Kindness. Let's remember that. In our Americanness. That we are one nation under what? Allah. See, when you say something, know what you're saying it for. Because I cry every night on what we do to each other as human beings. It ain't right, y'all. It ain't right. And if we are the examples, we don't have to get working behind them store counters. We don't get working behind these masajid walls. We don't get working behind these office doors. We don't get working behind these doctorate degrees or whatever it is that we do. And we're going to be students of Al-Islam. And we're going to extend that lesson in the way it was extended to us, in openness and kindness, in sincerity and obedient devotion to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Oh Allah, grant us the goodness in this life and the goodness of the future life, and protect us from the fire of sin. Amen.
Takbir. Takbir. Takbir.